Welcome back everybody. Let's take a look at what you're going to need before you get started properly with this course, and let's take a look at managing your expectations. So what to expect as a new seller on Amazon. Now during the course I will be pointing you to some resources, not a lot, but a few valuable resources, and most of these resources are free. You're obviously going to need a laptop or desktop computer and internet connection. It's also really helpful to have a spreadsheet program, such as Microsoft Excel or Google Docs. Now, Microsoft Excel is a paid program, but there are many free alternatives, such as Google Docs or Apache OpenOffice. They do the same job, so you certainly don't need to pay for a spreadsheet program. And a notepad program, so a text file program. All Windows and Macs have some sort of text file installed by default. And you're going to need some time. Really, you should be able to put in 5 hours a week, and if you can put in more, that's even better. You need to know, and I'm sure you already know, that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. In fact, get-rich-quick schemes they don't exist. Selling on Amazon and building up a successful business on Amazon is a process. Saying that, in this course you are going to learn some very powerful methods and strategies that will help you speed the process up, and more importantly make your life a lot easier and save you an awful lot of time in trial and error. So you're going to learn all this as part of this course. Now, it can take a couple of months to start generating regular sales as a new seller. Now, it may not take you this long to start generating regular sales, but it might, so it's important to know that. It can also take 3 to 4 months to get a product listing, so a new listing on Amazon truly established. And until a listing is established, your sales and your profits will definitely fluctuate. Now again, this may well happen sooner, and if it does, you should consider it a bonus. The most work is always put in at the beginning, and once you have a new listing established on Amazon, it doesn't take very much time to maintain that listing, as little even as 20 minutes a day. Now, starting out with multiple products, or trying to start with multiple listings on Amazon, is almost always a mistake. Most sellers who do this regret it. So this course teaches you to begin with one single product and build from there. There will be days, and there may even be weeks, where you just feel like nothing's happening, you're getting nowhere, but you are. It just takes time to see the results. The results of your efforts are cumulative. So sometimes you may be putting in the effort, not seeing the results, but you can often be very close to these results happening. That is the way it works on Amazon. In fact, that is the way it works with many business models, but especially on Amazon. So much so that it is definitely not unusual to go from 1 or 2 sales a day to 10 or 20 sales a day very quickly. Now, 20 sales a day, this is not a lot of sales in the big scheme. However, it's enough to make most people a full-time living. And naturally, this is just the start, but you need to get to this stage before you can start thinking about scaling up to the really big incomes. I like to relate this to the snowball effect, because at first it's going to be like pushing a snowball up a hill, but once you get it to the top and it starts to roll down the other side, it's a lot easier. And at first it's quite small. As it's rolling down, it's not very fast, but as it rolls further down the hill, it picks up speed and it gets bigger and it gets faster. This is a very powerful effect on Amazon. And I have seen this with my own product listings on Amazon over and over and over again. It's a case of reaching that tipping point, and when you do, then your turnover can double very quickly and then double again just as quickly. Now, you won't know what the tipping point is until you get there, because it's not exactly the same for every product and every category. Just as a very general rule of thumb, it's usually between $10,000 and $20,000 per month in revenue. That's not profit, that's in revenue, so sales. If you had a 40% profit margin, that would mean that you are earning between $4,000 and $8,000 per month. Your profit margin is likely to be lower in the beginning, and that's normal and that's okay because you will be able to increase your profit margin as time goes on. And a quick note here about how Amazon pays us. They pay us bi-weekly. In fact, it's every 15 days to be precise. But the great thing is there's no waiting period. So if you were due to be paid on the 15th of the month, you will be paid for the 2 weeks right up until that day. And this is great for cash flow. Now, we've just covered the basics that you need, so the basic things you need in order to get started with this course properly, and what to expect when you start your journey to become an Amazon seller, a profitable Amazon seller. So what's next? You might be wondering which Amazon marketplace to sell on. Do you sell on Amazon.com, Amazon.co.uk, Amazon.fr, Amazon.ca? And this is obviously going to depend more or less on where you're located. So I have put together a short article, which is the next lecture, to help you decide which Amazon marketplace to sell on. So I'll see you back very soon.